And I'm back. Back better than ever. Yeah. Thumbnail. Anyways, I haven't had inspiration to speak on anything in 3 weeks. Like those first couple of videos I posted, I was like in my flow. The thoughts and ideas and theories I have were just coming back to me in such a nice flow kind of state. But I wasn't able to touch that sensation again through the medium of reflecting on society and myself and the relationship between the two through the medium of speaking and oration and reflection, introspection, retrospection, critical thinking. There is a man pissing somewhere way over there. Anyways, yeah, and I had to channel that through other mediums, and I'm going through different stages of learning and mastering ever since those first couple of videos. So I haven't really felt inspired to speak, and I was like, no, I know speaking is one of the main things I want to do on this channel. And so it comes over. Mlweni unjani?
Unjani?
Ndiyaphila unjani?
Oh, ndiyaphila. Utheni siwazohlala?
Askis andithethe.
Eh?
Andikwazi ukuthetha.
Akwazi uthetha?
Ndiyabuya.
Uyabuya?
Yeah.
Are you talking English?
Yeah, I can speak English.
Wow, why you say here?
I'm just sitting here.
Just on the sitting.
Yeah.
And then you are a student?
Yeah, I'm a student.
Where is your rest? Where do you stay, your rest?
It's by Marina. It's by Marina.
Okay. Kaloku sisi, you're supposed to tell that the security, you come to sit here or you come to relax here. Then the manager, he told who is stay here. And then I'm told I don't know, because I see the time when you get in your gate, and then you walk. Yeah, I think maybe you go, you want a water, I want to say water, or you going inside. I don't know why you stay here. And then my manager is going out, and then you ask, who stay here? Yeah. I'm told I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know I had to do that.
Yes, I'm just to go to ask him why you stay here. Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah, I was just listening to music and eating.
Patrol is starting.
Which rest you stay?
It's by Marina.
You take how long to sit here?
I'll leave in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, sure. No problem. Thank you.
I'm glad I didn't cancel it. It's just I'm looking at the view for a second. I need to cool down for a bit. That's so funny that happened right now. That's so funny that happened right now. Because I was literally I think it just actually, that was the sick, that had to happen to remind me what I wanted to talk about, because I knew I was gonna, because I had an inspiration to talk about something, and then I came here, sat down, started listening to my music, and then I forgot what I wanted to talk about. But that was like a very realistic way of reminding me what I wanted to talk about, and it's this system, this whole thing. Like that interaction with that man, he's the person who I said was pursuing country security. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let me eat one more cashew, girl, because this is a joke. I like it though. Period. Was that Siri? Anyways, what I wanted to say was this system. What we're living is literally just a system, guys. It's just someone's plan, someone's version of human organization. Us as a human species, how we self-organize. And that self-organization does kind of revolve around procreation. But it can be the main aspect of that system, or like a tool, and that's what we experience in this system. Procreation is a tool to pump out more humans, and humans are the real resources. We are the currency. Not paper, not gold, humans. You, me, us. We are the currency. We are the currency. We are the currency, aka slaves. It's the slavery. It's bondage, this thing. This is the slavery living. Guys, this is just one person's idea of how we should be living. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. It's not. And the further you move away from the system and the concept of it, and the way it's been enforced upon you, and the more you move towards yourself and what's true for you and how you feel in each moment, and honoring how you feel, it's a different type of self-empowerment that actually helps you even transcend the system. They have us thinking that we have to operate within the rules of this system in order to realize our own liberation. And liberation in whatever sense, or whatever that means to you, whatever that looks like to you, whatever context you're in. They tell you that you have to work within the constructs of this system of theirs. But the very institution of this system was never... It was never humane. It was never the very institution of their system was enforced. It was enforcement, like I'm still gathering the words to properly articulate the thought in my mind. But if you caught it, you caught it. But like, to function within this system and abide by its rules, it had to be enforced upon you. That's the conditioning we go through with school, with family, with friendships, with romantic relationships. From whatever age you start becoming aware of those relationships and more conscious of yourself within them. Whatever age. It's like, to believe in it so deeply, it had to be enforced upon you. And we've been walking around with this weight of enforcement upon us for 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, 5, 6, 10. Believing that this is life, but this idea that you have of life, this version of life that you so deeply believe in, it had to be taught to you. So is it really life? Because life just is. Life just does as it wills, as it wants. It comes from the deepest, most visceral depth of love it comes from. It just is. So is this life? Is it though? Is it your life? Is this what you said you aspire to live in? When you were 5 years old and people were asking you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Imagine asking a 5-year-old that, like, girl, what the fuck? I mean, I just became sentient like 2 seconds ago. What? Relax. I just learned how to walk like 3 years ago, girl. Please. I am trying my best. So now imagine if we can respect and understand the sanctity of a developing child from toddler to tweens, because after that we stop caring about them. Why do we lose that concept of development and growth needing to be sanctified for the sanctity that they are? And why do we fail to recognize that that still continues into adolescence, into young adulthood, into adulthood, into old age? It's growth, it's stage, it's cycles, it's phases. You grow into and out of every single phase of your life, and you have to be present to experience it. And every chapter is beautiful and painful in its own way, but you need to be there to like be a witness for it. Think about how you can so easily reflect on your childhood and the difficult, traumatic things you witnessed, but still have so much love and space in your heart for all the beautiful things you got to experience, because your heart was still so open, and you were still trying to hold on to yourself and your authenticity. You hadn't yet allowed yourself to adopt this false idea of life, this system that's been enforced upon you. But check it, the moment you caught on to that idea and allowed it to be enforced upon you and allowed yourself to embrace that idea, the moment some part of your spirit felt like it was giving up, and this idea just swept in and caused massive destruction, massive depression, massive anxiety, massive psychosis, psychotic breaks, emotional breakdowns, mental breakdowns, spiritual breakdowns. Why hasn't it yet occurred to you that maybe that idea that you're trying to force yourself to live by, that standard, that way of life, that's the system, this idea, this false concept of life, if you're trying so hard to get to it, and every part of your body is revolting in protest against that action, why hasn't the thought yet come to you that maybe that idea you're trying to reach is the problem? Maybe that's your body's way of telling you that you're searching for a hell, not a heaven. You're reaching for a hell and not a heaven. And your body revolves and it revolves and revolves to show you that you're moving further and further and further out of alignment with yourself, with what you really want, with what you really need. It's the acne. It's the hyperhidrosis, maybe. I don't know. Acne is like the biggest one I can think of. It's the gut health issues, whatever gut health issues entails. Girl, it could even be the reproductive issues, eh? And the mental, girl, I'm sure there's too many. We all know the mental is real. And the psychological too. And don't get me started on the spiritual, because that's where they start. There's just we're living in a system that says fear is the basis of our existence, that fear is necessary to exist, that fear is what you must pay in order to participate in this. That's what the system says. You can't liberate yourself within the confines of this system. It was never innate, so for you to believe it, it had to be enforced upon you. Now you have to unforce it off yourself to get to liberation. That's the only liberation, the only real liberation. That's foundational to everything else. If more of us moved in that direction, you'd see a significant drop in everything. Because we'd become more and more aware that we have everything we need. It's inside of us. Nourishment isn't just food. Food is the physical manifestation of the nourishment you receive from a hearty spirit, a healthy spirit. And a healthy spirit says, I don't even need that much food. And I'm not trying to promote some dietary whatever. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, try again another time. You'll eventually get it. But the illusion of living this life is so deep that it's even easy for me to get sucked back in and to think that I'm out of alignment. No. They have us convinced that stress is foundational to adulthood. You must be stressed. And think about how much you thought about that more often when you were a teen, maybe late teen. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it was just me, but personally, I had so many questions. That's why I don't think coming into university I had like a distinct passion career. I just went with what I knew I enjoyed from high school, and it just so happened to be something I was good at already as well. So that just worked in my favor. But ultimately, girl, I was just trying to liberate myself physically